that this is 35 or we lost 35, so it's 36?
No, 35 was the dating. So we have 35 part 1.
So are we saying that this is 36, or are we saying that...
Sure. You could say it's 36, and then if we recover, that'll be wherever
it comes
order
up.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I was just curious to help you out, because I know you forget all the time. Go ahead.
Don't forget, it's the joke.
Yeah, I know, Tim. That was me being funny. You Fruit Loop dingus.
Wow.
Sorry.
Fruit Loop dingus.
Yes.
Episode 36. We're back.
Yeah, we are.
Me and Anchovio, as always, as it seems, extending that streak. I don't know what your streak's at right now.
I like the Undertaker. My shoe will never be broken.
Until we get
Shut! No. That was a bad decision on their call. Especially with the person who it was.
Until we interview Roman Reigns. Because he also beat Taker. And he'll just come in and be like, it's my Sqwadcast now.
So you want to keep being disrespectful, or what's up, Tim?
You know, Rob Van Dam is also undefeated at WrestleMania.
How many, though?
Like 5.
Okay, thank you. Nobody gets a flying flip.
I think he's undefeated. I don't think he lost.
RVD.
Yeah.
That was my knee. Sorry.
Rob. Yeah, I think he's like 5-0 at WrestleMania.
Oh, well, good for him. Shit. I'm just kidding.
Damn. I was going to say, RVD was cool.
No, RVD was awesome.
Until he got arrested for weed driving. Not drunk driving, he was just super high. Yeah. And then they took the titles off him. That was when he won the ECW and the WWE at the same time. And they thought he was going to get a mega push. And then... less than 2 months later...
Because he couldn't stay off the weed.
Yep. Weed.
Stephen A. Smith wouldn't need.
But no, they signed Matt Riddle, who's a super weed head. He's hit the first line of his, like his theme song is, bro.
That's funny.
And apparently, like UFC banned him because he couldn't stop smoking weed.
If you make millions of dollars, bro, it's not that hard. Like, it's going to be there after you're done doing whatever you want. Yeah. Like, it's fine.
See what happens. So that's, well, no, I was going to say it's the second episode, but it's not the second episode. We started talking about wrestling right off the bat. Technically only the first episode.
Yes.
Awkward.
Taco.
Awkward turtle.
I don't like that one as much.
Awkward palm tree.
Taco.
Awkward palm tree.
Taco Tuesday. Tim. It is Tuesday. So it's Taco Tuesday.
We need tacos.
I think the place has tacos.
Grievances.
Long pause.
Yeah. Awkward pauses, as always. Start off with the grievances. Our topic, I think, because I've been saying that, it is subscription services and how they're dominating the world. We'll get into that. But first, the grievances. Snapchat.
Coming in hot?
Yep, just coming in hot. I think there needs to be a limit on the Snapchat story to either a minute or 100 seconds.
In the span of?
A day.
So, like, 24 hours?
Yes.
Okay.
Because...
I'm about to say, give it to me, why?
A fair amount of my friends, as of, like, this past weekend, did a lot of stuff where they record, like, something they're doing for a long time, and I just gotta get rid of it and tap that. Like, one of my friends also does a podcast. And every time he records what feels like half the podcast on Snapchat first. He's, like, recording the interview. Like, it's cool if you want to do, like, one or two and do, like, a snippet, but he literally keeps it on for, like, a full conversation. And I'm just, like, I'm watching it over Snapchat, so I don't want to watch it wherever you upload it.
Okay.
2, like, I don't need this big chunk of your life on my Snapchat. Just, yeah. It's too much.
Okay.
They need to limit the story. And that, yeah.
Okay, fair.
You look like you're gonna explode.
No.
It's like it's like when a kid raises his hands and I'm in the middle of talking and I say, I'll get to you in a second. Like, and he doesn't put the hand down and he's like,
No, I mean, that's okay. So what's your actual grievance?
My actual grievance.
I have nothing to say about that.
Besides, well,
Snip
I
shit.
kind of have two, but I might keep one for the next episode.
Okay.
Is when people make simple things more complicated than they need to be.
So dub-dubs, got it.
Yep. And two different friends had, I would drive them places. One I needed to because he didn't have a car. The other was just sometimes she drove, sometimes I drove. It happens. But we were going places within a 10-minute distance radius. That was the word I was looking for. And usually I take the back roads through our place of recording area. And the first time with the male, because one was a guy, one was a girl, with the guy, I took the same way from his place back to my place, back to wherever we were going, because we normally ended up at similar places all the time. I'll take the same way, and then one day he was like, well, why don't you take that way, and you can make the turn further up. And I was like, is that really that much faster? Because you live such a short distance away, I can't really cut that much time off the trip. Right? And he was like, oh, I mean, if you want, but you could like go that way, or you could just keep going the way you want. And I was like, I'm going to keep going the way I want, because one, it's easier, and two, like I said, it's not that much more of a time difference. Like you live this close. Like I don't need to
Yes.
I don't need to make like 4 lefts and 3 rights when I could make like 2 rights and be there. Like, and then the second time was with a female friend, and she literally asked me to take the highway to get to a place in the same town. And I was like, no. She was like, well, like the exit takes you out closer. And I was like, it's in the same town that we live in.
Yes.
I'm not taking the highway, like out of principle. like I was like, I'll go the 5 minutes down the main road cutting through town instead of getting on to the worst highway ever constructed and to come off just because the exit might be a little closer.
That's so dumb.
Yeah, I was like, I'll even take the highway when I go like half an hour away to places, like if I don't need to.
Oh, really? So
well, depending on where I'm going.
So when you come to my place, do you do highway or
no? I go the back roads.
Interesting.
Yeah.
What about if you're going to the city? You have to.
I can. Well, technically, you could take the one road.
Okay, not have to, but like, you probably should. Okay, so like.
No, like you should take the highway to get into our local city.
Yeah.
There's the one road that runs through local college town and it runs straight into the city, but just take the highway.
Okay, interesting.
I think I did it once with my dad. My dad was like, wait, this is the same street that's in the city. Let's see where that goes. And we took it into the city.
Straight line.
Yeah. But then we took the highway back. So. But yeah, just stop making things more complicated than they need to be.
I mean, women making directions complicated? What?
Yeah.
Just kidding. I'm not misogynistic. That was a joke, people. I love women.
Oh.
My grievance are people who are still doing the whole Android versus Apple debate debacle. Because if you have a brain, like, you know that Android is just head and shoulders better.
Yep.
Yeah. Like, this, like, so, like, I'm an iPhone user, obviously, and, like, our new technology is what y'all were using, like, 2 or 3 years ago.
Yep.
Which is fine. But, like, people need to understand that, like, we just don't give a fuck. Which, like, speaks to, like, Apple's, like, presence and influence. Like, we're getting old technology, but people are still buying iPhones. Like, so, like, our product may not be better, but the company itself is better because, like, it's handing out a significantly inferior product to its competition, and people are still buying that shit like hotcakes.
For a lot more money.
For a lot more money, too.
A more, like, through... I think a new Android runs, like, $300, maybe $400.
Apple was like
they're just released one for $1,000. Like the new the X, is that the newest one?
Yeah.
And it's like $1,000 for a phone. Like that's not including the contract you get with the phone through your service. Like a phone should be pretty cheap.
So like like you guys I guess win the battle, but in the overall war, Apple's slaughtering. Like come on, bro.
Yeah, but I think that too. I think that's the point. I'm just like some people.
Like you like your phone, I like my phone.
Yeah,
like I'll say it as a joke, but I honestly don't care. Like some people like I won't text a guy back or a girl
that's
back
just petty.
if they don't have the blue dots. I'm like, oh wait, so you could possibly miss out on your soulmate because they have a different phone. And you're like, you're immature, you're stupid. You need to not reproduce. You need to be castrated and die.
My ex teased me about that. She did. It wasn't serious. Like it wasn't.
No, yeah, like I'll tease
she'd
her
be
about
like,
it.
I hate how it shows up green when you text me, and most other people it shows up blue because her entire family had iPhones, and most of her friends had iPhones, and I'm just like, sorry, like
in my house, I was the first one with the iPhone. My sister and my parents both had Androids, and then my brother finally got his phone. He went off and I'm like, let's go. And then my sister has an iPhone now. She transferred over, but my parents are still sticking with Android, which is fine. They're like, we don't want to learn a new system. I'm like, but we can just group text a lot easier. And, and we have FaceTime too, so.
See, I think it's, in my case, I think the only Apple products I had were iPods. Like, I never had a Mac computer.
Oh, see.
And I have
a Mac, I have iPods.
Like iPods are fun because you just got your music on and that was that. But with the phones and stuff, everything is in its own little bubble. So it's hard to transfer stuff. But I never had it, so it's kind of like I'm not missing what I never had. Yeah. Like I never used FaceTime. And FaceTime I find kind of annoying in public places when people are on.
If you FaceTime in public, just know that I want to shoot you in the face with the dart. Yes.
Yep.
Like,
there are people FaceTime at my graduation. Like the dude, like the girl, like not directly in front of me. I think she was 2 rows up, and she was literally FaceTiming. And I was like, really? Like it's graduation. Why do you have to?
And I don't like Facebook Live. I hate that shit.
Isn't that just FaceTime on Facebook?
It's FaceTime on Facebook, but like you're not like you're talking to your audience. Who is sitting on Facebook at 2 p.m. watching you doing whatever you're doing? I was on a bus coming back from New York, and it was like these ratchet people in front of me, like, "Oh, we live, baby, we live," just talking about nachos for like an hour of the bus trip. I'm like, shut the fuck up. I was livid. Couldn't go to sleep.
It's the worst. People are the worst.
And they had like 5 viewers. Why are you Why are you broadcasting this on a bus? 2, why are people watching this?
What are you doing?
Like, who are you friends with? Yeah. That's concerning to me. Okay, that's my grievance. I guess grievances are kind of shit.
Yeah, that always happens. Things got heated on our last episode, so.
Okay.
That was an intense one.
Yeah, it was. Just kept going and going and going.
Yep. Anyway, subscription services. I guess we'll transfer over to that now, and talk about how prominent they've become, and what ones you like, what ones you don't like. There's an improvement. I think it's kind of crazy how they're basically society now. Like, just about everything is a monthly or yearly, like Amazon subscription, and most of them seem to be okay, but I think the biggest one that failed was MoviePass. That was a big one.
That's the one where you pay like $10 a month and you just like see as many movies.
You could see one movie a day.
Yeah.
And you could pay $10 a month. But apparently, I watched a video about this. So movies would pay MoviePass, but MoviePass wasn't getting enough money back from their customers to pay the theaters back.
That sounds right.
Yeah.
Like, in theory, it's a good idea, but like, in theory, that's 30 movies in a month, and you're paying $10 for that, you're going to lose so much money.
Yeah. And that's why they ultimately failed. It sounds like a cool idea, but there's a lot of other stuff. Like, there was like blackouts, like they couldn't be used on certain movies in certain areas. And
oh, yeah, I didn't hear about that.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I think it couldn't be like any IMAX or 3D movies.
Yeah, which is like...
And nowadays, I feel like half the movies that come out are in 3D.
Yeah.
So that just kind of blows it out the water right there.
Yeah, it was... Like, I thought about getting it. One of my friends was like, oh, you should totally get it. We see enough movies that it makes it worth it. I'm like... Is it worth it that all? Like, I need to find the movie. Like, sometimes I go like 2 or 3 months without going to the movies, just because like nothing's out.
Yeah.
You know, like
there was a period of time last year where I went like once a week just because I'm like, oh, I want to see it, I want to see this, and most of the time I'll just go by myself, and it was awesome. I would go at like 1 in the afternoon during the week. Everybody
that's why I do it.
Yeah, like everybody's in school and work. I just chill, and it was awesome. Like I've gotten over the whole, oh, I don't want to go get a drink by myself, or I don't want to go to this. Like I've had a tough day at work. I'm going to a bar, I have one or two, and then go home.
Yeah.
Like I don't care if I need to talk to somebody.
Sometimes bartenders are social enough.
And like I want like that Cheers bar, like where everybody like I want to walk in and be like, hey, what's up, Bob? I mean, I don't want to be like, hey, Bob, let me get my usual, like you at your stand up, like she just gets it to you, like
it's awesome.
Like that's what I want.
Great.
Now I'm like, hey, how are the kids today? I like, I just want to go, but everybody knows
she's actually the bartender at the bar I go to most often because like bartenders getting better at it, but I don't go as weekly. I'll go like once or twice a month to the other place, but the one I go to weekly, she is
that's
actually
right down the road. Yeah.
She's actually the third bartender to get to that level of just knowing what I want.
Cool, Tim.
Just having it.
You wanna know how many I've had?
None.
One.
Well, okay.
And it was at college because I was one of the 10 black people on campus. So I would walk in, he's like, I got you. I'm like, man. That's the only time it's happened. Didn't know my name.
My man.
But my like hype face and like
he recognized you,
Yes.
Well, maybe if you do stand up once a week, people will get to know you.
Or maybe I'll just be your groupie.
Ooh, that too.
Except not the sex part, cause
no. Nah.
I'm a Oregon version.
We could.
Bad airtime right here. One of my, it's like kind of interesting how like the movie like renting and whatnot has shifted. So you had like Hollywood Video and Blockbuster.
Yeah, the old Blockbuster.
And like you could be a member, so like it wasn't like downright subscribing, but like you would like constantly go and rent movies. So like so in a way you were, but now instead of doing that, you have Redbox or Netflix, Hulu. Yeah, and it's just like at the palm of your fingertips.
Crazy thing is, Netflix still does their mail-in service.
My dad still does.
Yeah, like I think my uncle still does it.
I mean, which is smart because like some movies like you want to see, like we have it, but you gotta get the DVD part. It's just like
something to do with the rights. Because my uncle literally watched The Sopranos through Redbox or Netflix, both read. He watched it, and I was like, "How are you watching it on Netflix when it's an HBO show? It's only on HBO Go." He's like, "Oh, I just got the DVD," and I like forgot that part existed. I was like Netflix wouldn't stream HBO stuff. Like,
they started with the DVD and then it went to streaming.
Yeah.
Because I kind of...
But they still do it.
Yeah.
Like I people don't realize that.
Remember, like, when it was, like, first streaming, because at first it was, like, DVD only, and, like, it was 5 people in one house being like, okay, well, like, I put this on here, like, you went first last time, so now it's my turn, and it's, like, a constant rotation of who gets that movie next, and it was a hot mess. And then it was like, oh, you can stream it on your TV now. And it's just like, what in the ass?
Like,
but then, of course, it was, like, 2 movies that were in our queue. It was like, oh, fuck, like, we still have to wait weeks to watch this one movie. And then that's just when I turned to finding other sites. And
totally legal but online
not,
services.
Totally not torrenting, not pirating, because that's illegal, kids.
Arg.
Same thing with
Pirates.
same thing with like video games now. So it's just like not subscribing, but like with a lot of games.
Well, there's
it comes with like a set amount of like the costumes, the characters, and you have to like pay to get the bonus ones. Like, what the fuck was that about?
Well, that's like, I think that there's like a way to do that. Like Spider-Man just released some new DLC, but it has no effect on the actual game. Yeah. You could play the entire game, you can buy it, and you can lock every suit that you get throughout the game.
Yes.
Whenever story
and see, that's what
and you could do that, and then you could get the DLC
if you want to.
Yeah,
yes.
And it doesn't affect the original game. But other games are just like, here's half the game.
Yeah.
Like,
which is like back in our day, like you would have like a bunch of like black things for things
and you had to just get like 3 stars on every level. And,
and
that's how you
now
unlocked everything.
I have to buy the half of the game. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. That was a big thing why I kind of stopped playing video games too. I know Overwatch is kind of big on that now. You have to buy all the new stuff.
Yep.
I don't even know. Grand Theft Auto, Fortnite, obviously you're buying. That's apparently how they make money.
Fortnite?
They're like the game's free.
The game's free, but you have to buy.
But all the other skins and weapons and stuff, there's only a certain amount that comes with the free game. So in order to get better, you have to buy money.
Good thing I don't play Fortnite.
Never played one round of Fortnite.
Neither.
I played one round of PUBG and was like, this is crazy. I'm never doing this ever again.
I've never played Overwatch or Fortnite.
Overwatch is really fun. It can get a little competitive, but if you do like quick play versus like actual competitive mode, like it's a little easier. And the thing with I wasn't sure about Overwatch because I thought it was the same as like Call of Duty or something, just first person shooter and you just try to kill everyone. Mm-hmm. But there's a lot of strategy around it.
Fortnite? No,
Overwatch.
Okay.
Yeah, because different characters do different things. There's like an offensive and defensive and tanks and healers and you gotta line up your team right and play accordingly. So that's a little better for me. That's why I love playing Overwatch. It was a little better, but then Robbie stole it away from me.
A service not that I don't like. I like it when I use it. It's just not that often as Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
So I
gotta use your college email though.
Huh?
Gotta use the college email though.
Well, when mine expired, so I had to get an actual
a new one.
Huh? I just make an actual. Wait, what?
You can fake your college email. They don't check. They don't like.
You just fancy it.
Yeah, as long as you use the same address.
Well, now I have to wait a year.
Oh, rookie mistake.
Yeah, because mine just renewed 2 weeks ago, and I'm I bought maybe 5 things from Amazon within the past.
Well, do you use other parts of Amazon? Do you use the video service and?
So I'm going to start because that's including that. And music,
I was gonna say I watch a lot of videos that they have. They have a lot of movies that Netflix and Hulu don't because Netflix is venturing into OC. The original content. Hulu is more on the shows and binge watching. They don't have too many movies.
I was recently looking at Hulu's list of movies, and I'm like, oh, these are some buns.
Yeah. The only thing about Amazon though is that I haven't figured out how to cast it. You apparently have the Fire Stick or Smart TV, but I can't use my Chromecast. I have to use the screen mirror.
Yeah. Okay.
So if I get a Snapchat or a text, that this drops into the middle of the movie I'm watching. So, but yeah, I watched There Will Be Blood and Gangs of New York on Amazon. 2 movies that I've been meaning to watch for a while.
There Will Be Blood. Which
that was the Daniel Day-Lewis one about the oil.
Oh, okay. And then Kings of New York?
Gangs of New York.
That's so good. I was I know Gangs of New York.
Yeah.
Just bastards just beats his face in. So fucked up.
Yeah.
Whew. That's a good movie.
It's a long movie though.
It's so long. I feel like every Daniel Day-Lewis movie is 3 hours.
Phantom Thread wasn't too long. I think it was just under 2 hours. That was the newest one that he retired from acting. Yeah. He'll be back in 3 years.
No, for sure. Yeah.
But There Will Be Blood was long. It was good. It's a fantastic movie. Mm-hmm. But you're just whoa.
Super long.
Yeah.
Like my dick.
There's blood in your dick.
No, it's super long. I mean, there's blood in my dick too, but we don't talk about that. Dick talk.
Yep.
Anyone that you don't like at all?
I'm not a fan of. It's technically cheaper, but the way Amazon does their payments, because they do yearly, and you don't have the option for monthly. Technically, over a year, it's cheaper.
Yeah, I don't.
But I don't want to spend $100 right away.
I don't like one-time payments. I would rather you just drag it out of me month by month or whatever. But the one time hurts so much more.
Yeah. I mean, I think Amazon has more bang for their buck because of the music and the movies.
Oh yeah, like
and,
shipping.
And the shipping, the free 2-day shipping. Which only are on certain things, though. It's not on everything.
Okay, I felt like with me, most of the things like I want to get, it just happens that has the free 2-day shipping, which is awesome.
Yeah. So, I mean, like, I think Amazon has some tweaks. I think I barely use Netflix anymore. But I don't pay for Netflix. It's my parents pay and my family uses it.
Yeah.
I get Hulu and Amazon. My parents do Netflix. And I offered my Hulu to them.
I mean,
and they didn't take it. And I'm like, I'm
Oh.
still using Netflix. Well, my mom's the type of person who, likes what she likes. And she doesn't like to
venture off.
Yeah.
Branch out.
She got used to Netflix. She doesn't want to add another Netflix.
Okay.
My dad will jump in to whatever. But my mom's just like, why do we need this? Like, we're already watching these shows on Netflix.
But it has other shows.
Yeah, it also has all the Fox shows. Because they
Yes.
got to deal with Hulu.
Like, I was so heartbroken when It's Always Sunny and How Much Mother left Netflix. And, like, now I have Hulu, so I'm just like, oh, so you can watch yes.
Them. Yeah, I mean, I think Netflix, it's what, they don't care if they're retaining because they're making so much money off of original stuff. They're like, why are we going to spend money on rights to other things?
It seems like every day they have another original show. This is I'm like, when did all these shows come out? Jesus Christ.
I mean, only the top third of them are good. Most of them are kind of duds.
Oh yeah, but
it's some just
content,
don't even
content.
Yeah,
it's bananas. Really good for them.
The fact that they grew that quickly,
this big.
Went from just streaming to a few original stuff, and now they basically it's like them and Amazon, and some of Hulu own the Emmys, which I think Emmys / Golden Globes should be split into streaming and cable.
I think they need
because there's just
category
way too much to narrow it down to 5, or even I think there was 8 this year at the Emmys for best series. I'm like, streaming, cable. That's all. That's it.
So would you put them? So would you put the HBO and Showtime and Stars and all that in a separate one? Because that's not cable. You have to pay for those subscriptions too.
But it is.
So would you
through
put
TV?
So would you put it with the cable then?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just curious.
I mean that's how they handle.
So strictly TV.
Because it's not. Yeah. Because HBO and show they have their own services, but they're TV channel. They're premium channel, but they're still a channel.
Premium.
I can't. Netflix doesn't have a channel number on my cable box.
For now, I'm sure they'll have their own channel.
I mean, eventually.
It honestly is shocking that they don't have a Netflix channel now. Kind of shocking.
I think just because casting and smart TVs, you don't need a channel. My parents' smart TV, you just click Netflix and it comes up, and that's how you don't need a channel when you already kind of have one.
This is true.
Just saying.
All right, Mr. Smartass. Sorry.
My butt is very smart.
I think the music one's probably one of the smartest. Instead of paying for every song you want to download,
you just pay for it. Yeah.
You just pay $10 a month or however much Spotify. You just listen to everything.
Well, I mean, Spotify Premium you have to pay for. You can just use Spotify. Deal with the commercials, but But yeah, that's a good one too. I don't know. I don't really use any. I don't use Apple Music or Amazon Music.
Apple Music.
Yeah. Or what's that other Tide? Is that the one that?
That's so dumb.
I heard that was it just bombed from the beginning. There was
bomb. Then still there. No. No, it's Tidal.
That one.
Tidal, Jay-Z, something like that.
Sure. Yeah, Jay-Z tried to make his own streaming, and it was him and Beyonce on it for a little bit, and that's the only place you could get. And then Beyonce just dropped her album on Spotify.
Yeah, laying your face you want to cheat on me?
Yeah.
Bitch.
Music's definitely because even iTunes you still have to pay for it, right? That's not a stream, is it now? I don't know.
Apple Music?
Is it now Apple Music? Is it not iTunes anymore?
Well, there is still in iTunes, but that's only for apps and. If you if you get Apple Music, you can just stream and download any music in the library for $10 a month.
Interesting.
And like a lot of new albums like drop on Apple Music, so it's like
I see a lot of people say like on Spotify/Apple Music.
Yeah. And people are like, "Oh, Spotify is so much better." I'm like, I'm sure it is. I already have what I have. So
exactly. Like again, with the one isn't necessarily better than the other. It's just whatever you have and whatever you prefer. Like I like Spotify. A lot of the stuff I like are in Spotify. A lot of the podcasts I listen to are shifting to Spotify. I think they're still on iTunes, but now they're on Spotify too. So it's like, I can listen to them now.
like the podcasts that I listen to are on iTunes still. So.
Little breaking kayfabe again. I can hear myself through the headphones. The Spotify and also I think iTunes, you need to upload through a third party, which is why we're only on YouTube right now.
Interesting.
So you need to either get SoundCloud, which is again like $10 a month to upload your own stuff, or another website, and then they check through that and then they upload through that. I can't just upload straight to Spotify or iTunes or Apple Music. So it's youtube.com/Sqwadcast.
Nice little personal plug there.
Actually, I think it's my name, not Sqwadcast. I need to figure out how to change that. It is Sqwadcast, but it's not. I can hear myself through the headphones. Like my channel is my name. Like the channel Sqwadcast is my name. I haven't figured out because it was my Google account that I had before that started.
Oh, you don't have to explain yourself to me, Tim.
I'm explaining to the people. They're curious.
Sorry.
All our 3 listeners.
We have so many more.
That are wondering how it works.
We have so many more.
We have 4.5 listeners.
Did you ever have Gamefly?
I did not. I never got it.
I got it for like a Christmas gift for like 6 months. It was awesome.
Yeah. Because that was another month that you just returned when you were done with it.
Yeah,
right?
like you pick what video games you wanted. They mailed them to you. You played them for however long you wanted, and then you just mailed them back and got new ones. It was fantastic.
Could you only get one at a time, or could you get like 2 or 3? Or 5?
I think it depended upon whatever package you got, but I would get like 2 at a time. So I got Shadow the Hedgehog.
Oh, yeah.
And also, I think like San Andreas, maybe, I don't know. So like one for GameCube and then one for PS2.
Yeah.
That's
way back if you're using GameCube and PS2.
I mean, dude, this was like elementary school. And like I think I saw a commercial for it like a year ago. I'm like, wait, Gamefly still a thing?
Yeah.
Like that's awesome.
Well, they have Gamefly and now they have Steam.
Steam.
Steam is like, I don't have it either, but I know enough people that I'm gonna attempt to explain what it is. It's basically like you buy a video game and you download the video games. You don't have the discs anymore. And then, so you can just buy it off of Steam. I don't know if Steam is a monthly fee though.
Okay.
To the Google, but it's basically where you store everything electronically, and then you can just access it electronically. Steam. That was me. Oh, I think it's just an app. It just says install Steam on the website. So you just install it, and then you store everything on Steam. So like if your computer crashes or if you lose the disc or something, you can just access your Steam account through, and then you have all your games.
Okay.
So that's how a lot of people are doing it nowadays.
Interesting.
So I don't know if that's a monthly thing though. Well, Rocket League now available. $20. Grand Theft Auto 5 is somehow $20.
I mean, that came out
a while ago. When you think it was like 5 years ago.
Was 2018 sophomore year of college? Yeah. Because it came out sophomore year of college, and we were just playing it all day.
Oh, yeah. It was me and my floor mate. My floor mate had it, and it was just us playing it all the time. And then I tried to go back to 4, and I'm like, nope. 5 spoiled me. Yeah. GTA.
I feel like almost every market has some kind of subscription service now.
Yeah, there's a...
even it's like food.
Yeah, that's all.
There's Blue Apron.
Blue Apron and HelloFresh.
Yeah. And then, for clothes, it's, there's Taylor, there's 5-4 Club.
Yeah.
Which I really want to get, because the clothes are nice. And then, even for, pets, there's BarkBox for your dog. BarkBox for your dog. and then like Chewy for your cat. I only know about Chewy because my current roommate. And at first, like it's the same Chewy, like its logo and symbol. I guess a little different, but as like those granola bars. So I was like, is this on like a fuck ton of granola bars? And they're like, no, it's for the cat. I'm like, you look at this and when you look at this, it looks identical.
It's the same thing.
I thought y'all just really love the granola bars. I mean, because they're really good. Damn, now I want some Quaker Oats. Hey, Quaker Oats, if you're listening, sponsor us. I will eat these granola bars and show them everybody's stores because they're delicious.
I'll eat them on air.
I will eat them on air.
Nom 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 nom. To have a quick ad break, we just hear the rapper. Give us 30 seconds. That was a weird eating sound, but I needed to project the eating sound. I couldn't just pretend to chew. Nom nom.
Thank you for that time.
Yep.
No, thank you, sir. Thank you. Any other subscription services?
A lot of TV. I mean, I think Hulu is probably the best one.
Out of all of them.
Yeah. A lot of shows I could watch. A lot of enough original content.
I actually haven't seen any Hulu originals.
Damn. I'm trying to think. I mean, I know Handmaid's Tale is popular. Transparent.
Is that Hulu?
Yeah.
I thought Handmaid's Tale was like HBO or something.
No, it's Hulu.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, that everybody loves that one.
What? Yeah. Well, apparently she's like a crazy person in real life.
Oh.
The lead actress. She's like super into Scientology.
Oh
yeah.
No.
Yeah. So, and like, is in denial of what it is too. That's the thing most people don't like about her. They admit she's a good actress, but like.
You know, Ham from The Sandlot is also a Scientologist.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
The great Hambino is the Scientologist.
How dare he? I thought you were gonna say from Toy Story.
I don't know the actor died, right? I'm pretty sure.
No, Slinky. Slinky died.
Well, no, because like the guy who plays Ham has like a lot of voices in Disney, and I'm pretty sure, in like his last one was like in tribute to him, and then it had all of his characters that he played for Disney. Because he was Mac, the truck from Cars, and then the Abominable Snowman from.
Yeah. Oh, my friend still owes me a pizza for that.
Monsters. What?
I made a bet like 2 years ago with my friend
Uh-huh.
about the Abominable Snowman, and I said something that it's Monsters Inc. and she was adamant that he wasn't. Like, that wasn't a character in Monsters Inc.
Where did she think he was from?
Well, she just didn't think the Abominable Snowman was in Monsters. We were just talking about the Abominable Snowman for some reason.
Casual conversation.
Yeah, and I think I quoted one of his quotes in the brief scene he's in. And I was like, yeah, that's what Monsters Inc. She's like, the Abominable Snowman wasn't in Monsters Inc. I was like, oh.
Yes, he was. They were banished.
And I told her, I was like, I'll bet you a pizza over this. And she was like, okay, like, I bet you a pizza that he's not in the movie. And I sent her the YouTube clip of the scene, and she's like, shit.
Are you still friends with this person?
Still has yet to buy me a pizza.
So
as soon as we buy the pizza, friendship's over. That's what I'm hanging on to.
So text her right now and be like, yo, where's my pizza?
Okay, hold on.
Wait. When's the last time you saw her?
Like 2 weeks ago.
Have I met her?
I don't think so. She is not that social.
Okay, say, where's my pizza before I come to collect? Oh, I make this sound dangerous.
Okay, this is happening. What'd you say? Where is my pizza?
Where's my pizza? Don't make me come collect.
Okay, pizza, question mark. Don't make me... Stupid phone. Being all glitchy. I'll say don't make my guy, because you're the one collecting.
Yo, that's even better. Don't make my guy come collect. Oh, that sounds super threatening. You guys are friends.
Okay, it happened. We will see. Maybe by the end of this, if she gets a response, probably she has a day off today because of election day. Yeah, school life.
Woo-woo. I want to go cast my vote.
What?
I don't think I voted.
Oh, you did go.
This,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, so did I. I went. Okay, so here's what happened when I voted. I was told to go to an elementary school to vote. And I was like, okay, but there's also...
Not a good look for Kid Snatcher. Sorry, I had to.
Yep.
Go ahead.
But there's also a rec center that is literally connected to the elementary school. So I saw a bunch of people walking there. So I was like, okay, I guess this is where I need to be. Walk in, give my name, and she keeps giving me this face. She's like, are you sure? Da, 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 da. And I thought maybe I wasn't registered because I lived in another state during the last election, and I had to do, well, lived. I was still registered.
Yeah.
So I had to do a mail-in, and then I got registered, and I checked the website before the registration date was up, and it was like, oh, this is where you vote, da, da, da. So I go in, and she's like, oh, I think you're in the wrong place. She was like, you need to go to the elementary school. And I'm like, isn't this the elementary school? Like, she's like, no, this is the rec center. This is a different building. You need to walk 2 feet to the other side. So I did, and everything went smoothly there. And then I got the 2-page ballot. I was like, oh, there's a lot more people than I thought.
Front and back.
Yeah. Front and back.
Front and back.
on the little podium.
Oh, Ross.
And then fed it to the thing.
Yes. That is how the process works.
Yep. So that's how I voted.
That's how I voted too.
They said you went to the wrong place.
Oh no, yeah, okay. So I was at elementary school too.
Yeah.
And I walked into like the first room where I saw people walk in. And it's just, and I hadn't heard my thing. She's like, "Oh no, you're next door." I'm like, "Oh, okay." I didn't know why.
Yeah.
But I was next door, and then I went to vote. So you know,
There you go.
similar situation.
So hopefully you voted, because this won't be released by the end of voting day, unless a miracle happens. There are things going on later, after a squad after hours.
Kicking some ass.
Yeah.
Taking some names.
Yeah. Oh, we need a team name.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's a after discussion.
Yeah, I know which one this is. Brainstorming team name on the cast.
All right. Well, we are at 45 minutes ish. So that was subscription service. I think my final say just how crazy and quickly they became relevant, and how like Adobe, literally like with Photoshop and other stuff that they do with their programs, they literally changed their service. You could buy it once and that was it, and maybe buy some upgrades here and there, and then they literally switched to the subscription. Now it's $35 a month, and yeah, and you get everything. You just have to do it weekly or monthly. Not weekly, monthly. So I just think it's crazy that they like had to shift their entire business model just to stay with the times.
Yeah, but I mean that's what happens with technology and increasing and improving.
Like I thought, like okay, Netflix is like worth it because it's like movies and TV, Hulu, the same thing, and then it expands and expands and expands to literally everything. Like it's like pet food now.
I'm gonna start like a friendship subscription service. like I will be a friend. I'll do whatever. But like there are different levels, you know. Like
there are different levels.
Like for this amount of money a month, I'll do this. For this, I'll do this. For this amount, I'll do this. Like because obviously I'm a great friend, so I could get some money off of that. That'd be great.
Is that still considered prostitution?
What?
Paying for?
It's not sexual, Tim. It's a friendship service. Friendship.
Is that the line of prostitution?
No, yeah, no.
I
think
like
that's
if
literally the line.
If I pay, I don't know.
No, yeah, because so let's
like
say
if I pay you to be in my life for an hour.
Yeah, but if that 1 hour thing gets sexual, I'm a prostitute.
Yeah.
I think that's how it works. Like I think that fine line of prostitution. No, it totally is because like you pay for a lawyer, you pay for a therapist, right? So like you're paying for their services for 1 hour. But it's not sexual. So as soon as anything happens, it's prostitution. Which is bananas. Just make it legal. It's fine. It's legal everywhere else. Shit. Not that Tim and I do not solicit prostitutes. I have to make that very clear. We have never, right? Never?
Sqwadcast did not speak on behalf of
We have never solicited, and I intend to solicit.
Me and Anchovio have not. We are the only ones here right now. If they are not here on this exact episode, We cannot speak for them.
We need a disclaimer like the views and comments expressed in this podcast do not reflect the individual present. Oh man, how do we get there?
How do we get anywhere? It's a journey. All right, questions from the audience. I think we're done with subscriptions, right?
Yes.
Our free trial expired.
I have an actual question.
Ooh, actual question.
Yes.
Oh.
So a listener, my friend, would like to know if we did an episode where we each like taught the audience or something that we knew a lot about that's kind of random, what would you think?
I would. This is a toughie. I think there's a few answers.
So give me
I think one is stand up.
Okay.
We've done a couple where we've talked with comedians, but it wasn't like a how do we do stuff. It was me and another guy and two other non-comedians, and it just kind of became banter. And then another one was me and Ryan, attorneys at law.
There you go.
Yeah. And Ryan kind of interviewed other Ryan.
Your last name does have like a lawyer vibe. Like, your last name, boom, 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 attorneys at law. Like, your name would fit nicely.
Oh, okay.
So it comes up my head. Carry on.
Yeah, I think wrestling, because one, I want to talk about how it's not. Oh, it's fake, right?
No, it's scripted. There's a difference.
Yeah, it's not exactly fake when two different people got injured in the 2 month span.
Yeah.
Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens and Triple H. Triple H got injured. You hear about that?
No.
At the recent show at undisclosed location. With DX versus Brothers of Destruction. He got whipped over the top rope and he tore his pec on his way down. Finished the match. This happened like halfway through the match.
Jesus Christ. Him and he's torn his quad twice.
Yeah.
Tearing his pec. Like, these are major muscles.
Yeah. I mean, it's also Triple H. Dude's insane.
Yeah.
But, yeah, he tore his back, so he's injured. He's getting surgery. Taker's just more machine than man nowadays. Like... But I think I want to talk about, like, we kind of, like, Ryan didn't know about the screw job last year, the Montreal screw job, which I found out through the Cultaholic Wrestling YouTube channel. It is called The Incident in Montreal. It's not called the Montreal screw job.
It's just the incident?
Just the incident.
Interesting stuff.
In Canada. Montreal/Canada. I don't know if it's all of Canada. Might just be the...
So if I'm in the city of Montreal,
Yep.
like, so, what do you think about the incident, And they'll be like, oh, interesting.
Yeah, that's exactly how the conversation would go.
I would, I guess, teach on, like, super random, like, the big cats. So, like, tigers, lions, cheetahs.
Nah, okay.
Like, I know a lot about them because I was obsessed for a few, so I still am. Like, fun fact, that the cheetah is the only big cat that can't roar / growl. It's like a very loud purr.
Never thought about it.
Yeah, and another one, most of their hunting missions are failures. They catch like 10% of what they actually hunt for.
Because they exert so much energy in a short amount of time, right? Like
Well,
they can't
all
keep up.
the big cats, like that, or like it's either too much energy, or they escape somehow, or there's a third party. It's crazy. Mm-hmm. So like, a lot of them just starve and die. It's kind of sad.
What's a really sad animal fact, since we're on the subject now?
What?
Sloths are idiots.
Oh yeah,
like they're so like stupid.
Oh no, like
they fall asleep and then they fall to their death because they fell asleep upside down.
That's why Sage was so dumb. Cause like sloths are probably stupid.
Yeah, and koalas are stupid too. Because apparently they
have a lot of chlamydia.
Yeah.
Like, chlamydia is running rampant with the koala. It's like, it's crazy.
Koala-mydia.
Tim, that pun was not of the highest quality.
Get out of here.
That was good.
Get out of here. You're not qualified to judge.
So I teach them the big cats. And,
apparently, the bamboo is like somewhat poisonous to them too. And they just don't know not to eat it.
They just keep going.
Yeah. Stupid koalas.
Like Star Wars and like theories I have. One just like stone cold fact. It makes sense. I'll go into that a different day.
Is it the Jar Jar theory?
No.
Oh, okay.
Although that's basically fact. But no, it's my own personal theory.
Your own personal theory.
Yeah. Not personal. I'm sure there's others out there about it, but it's basically how they mess up Anakin's character.
Yeah. All right. Well, possibly next episode. But
yeah.
We're still seeing what's going on.
What else can I talk
Yeah, I'm trying to think of other subjects. I think a good one, it might be a little more personal, but just like our childhoods and what we did. like how we spent our free time and what we did and the local things that were a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, there were 3 Wawas within a walking distance from my house, so that was my childhood. But like games and friends and class, I think that'd be a fun episode.
Yeah. So my friend, hope we answered your question.
Yes, gotta stick around all the way till the end. I don't know how many people actually do that either. I had one in. I guess I don't know if this applies, but what are you like a closet fan of? Like you don't like you're a fan, but you don't get involved with like the fan base or not people. What? Gilmore Girls?
Gilmore. Yeah. Okay. Wait. Sorry. Wait. Finish your.
No, well, that I was explaining.
So I don't get involved with like the fan base. So like I'm
or like you don't you just sit and watch whatever.
Oh.
So Gilmore Girls. You're a big fan of Gilmore Girls.
Love me some Gilmore Girls, buddy. Let me tell you. Okay, like I mean, even like Star Wars, like I'm not like involved with the fan base. I'm just obsessed with it. But I don't.
You don't wear a different Star Wars shirt every day of your life. Level almost probably. You have a lot of Star Wars apparel.
Yes, which I wear 3 or 4 times a week.
Okay, that works too.
Okay, so maybe I'll know.
You're not a closet fan of Star Wars here.
Okay, so
you're out.
Okay, so Gilmore Girls, yes. Yeah. I won't like. If you ask me, like, oh yeah, I love that show, but I'm not like, hey, look at me, I love Gilmore Girls, but like, it's a very enjoyable show.
I think my one wrestling, past few episodes have shown it, but
yeah,
that was a surprise when we connected over that. I was like, oh, you actually know what you're talking about. You're not just stuck in the 90s like most fans.
So, it was like senior college, this girl I hooked up with. So like at the bar, like we like for the whole time, we like were talking about wrestling. It's so weird. Like I don't even know how it started. We were just talking for like 2 hours about wrestling, and then it's kind of I was like, "You want to come back?" She's like, "Yeah," and I was like, "Did this just work?" Like I literally picked up a girl talking about wrestling. Like
so I did it.
That doesn't happen. And I feel like more people watch it than what they want to admit.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, "Oh, it's stupid, it's fake." I'm like, 1, you're dumb because you couldn't do any of that.
Yeah, it's not.
2, it's scripted. Just like the movies you watch, like you know it's not real going into it, but you still watch it, right? You still entertaining. Okay, same thing in your face.
I mean, some of it is fake because there were a few like the ladders are wood, not metal. Most times, some are actually metal. Like the tables are meant to break.
Yeah, like they're like scored in certain spots, so breaks. But like that's still a body
hurts.
going through a table and like getting hit and slammed.
You see what happened at Evolution with Charlotte and Becky?
Yes!
And they didn't go through the first time.
Yeah!
You do a moonsault through a table and it doesn't break.
I was like, oh, that's awkward.
Yeah, that's super awkward. Wrestling. Oh, where's my little rubber thingy? It is on there.
Not a condom, guys.
Nope, not a condom. But Doctor Who for a little while. I kind of, I want to get back into it, but I kind of halfway through last season. So Capaldi's last season, I kind of, not that I did it on purpose. It wasn't like, I'm done with Doctor Who. I just, had other stuff going on and forgot to keep up with it. Type of deal. So, I do want to get back into it. And I know I haven't watched so much of the old stuff because it's really hard to find in order. Amazon has it, but it's not, in order. They have, certain things. But, literally since the reboot, since New Who, I watched it multiple times, the entire series. I just never have the opportunity to talk about it. So
I tried to get into it, and not my thing. But my friend Troy in college, he tried to get me into it. You guys would get one. He's also from your home state.
Huh.
I don't remember what part though, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also Harry Potter, but I think everybody's a secret Harry Potter nerd. Like,
yeah.
like I know a lot about stuff. I haven't read Cursed Child though, but I heard it's shit.
Yeah.
And like J.K. Rowling. That's the thing. Okay, side rant. What J.K. Rowling is doing nowadays like really pisses me off.
Mm-hmm.
Just retconning everything to fit everybody's standards. I'm just like, okay, like we can assume in a school full of people, a few of them are gay or a few of them have stuff. Like we don't need to be explicitly told that they're gay.
But you do tend to. It's 2018.
Yeah, because gay is the only way to identify someone now.
According to this day and age.
I was actually reading a thing about Brooklyn Nine-Nine
Mm-hmm.
and Captain Holt and how he's such a well-written character.
I haven't started the show yet, but I do know about him though.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it literally happens in the first episode.
No, yeah. Like
but,
I've seen like those like montages on Facebook, like every moment where he was the best, and it's like when he said this, when he did this, when he was this, and
yeah, and so minor spoiler alert, he is gay.
yes, he is. Yes.
And it's never the butt of the joke is that he's gay. It's like there's like he had a I'm not gonna get into why because it's over a series of episodes. It has an effect on. Basically, he's not spending a lot of time with his husband, and things are stressed at home. Mm-hmm. And everybody's like, "Oh, what to do? Have you tried this? Have you tried that?" And another detective is just like, "They just need the bone." And then he like comes back the next day in a happy mood. She's like, "Did you?" He's like, "Yep." And it isn't like a gay joke; it's a relationship joke.
Yeah.
Like it's
he's their relationships too.
Yeah, like you don't have to. Like some people are just like, okay, like you're gay, cool. Like,
yeah.
like don't be an asshole. That's what I mainly ask of you. Like,
yeah.
But yeah, what J.K. Rowling is doing, back to my original rant, is just. I never said Hermione was explicitly white, and even though in like one of the pages it says she's white, I'm like, yeah, okay. Then how come she wasn't drawn black like the black characters or the other characters? I don't know. I just. Not to get it, I just hate what she's doing nowadays. Just going back on everything.
Sounds like a grievance.
Yep. Yep. But I do know a lot. Like I've read the series multiple times, especially Lifeguarding.
Yes.
And I had nothing to do. It's an easy read I can put down in case people come.
A random book series I know a lot about is a Chronicles of Narnia series. I read those 7 books 1,000 times as a kid. So.
Oh, something I guess answers both questions. Closet nerd, so I can talk about SNL.
Okay.
I watch a lot of documentaries on SNL and the cast members and how it.
Ooh, Smallville for me. Love you some Smallville. First show I ever binge watched.
Yeah. Huh. I think Breaking Bad was the first one I binged watched. Unless you count renting DVDs from Blockbuster for Dexter as binge watching.
I mean, it is binge watching.
Because that's how I started Dexter. Yeah. With the DVD. I watched the first 3 seasons, and then the 4th season was on TV. So I caught up to it.
No, that's binging, sir. That's like
okay. Well, I had to go to Blockbuster, and I had to get the DVD that only had like the first half of the season. And then I had to switch to DVDs.
I mean, watching a lot in a little bit of time is binging.
Okay, fine.
Which is why I don't
Dexter is the first show I binge watched.
Which is like, I don't like the term binge drinking, because it sounds so bad. But like, in the literal sense,
bad.
You're like, no, yeah, but like
you're terrible.
Like, you're drinking a lot, but like it sounds like you're like an alcoholic. But like if you have like one night and you have 10 drinks, like it's technically binge drinking. But like
I mean, once a while, I think
like every night, okay, like
if you're binging,
like in college we were all binge drinkers, but you know,
speak for yourself, man.
But yeah, like you go out like on a weekend, you're not gonna have like 2 drinks. Come on.
Yeah.
So you just gotta drink a little bit more.
Some people could.
I mean, yeah.
And then others didn't know how to stop. Like even if they were drunk, they just kept going. We had one of my old coworkers was like that. He would go hard. Like I never saw him have 1 beer. Like, he would have, like, 7 or 8 and then just keep the night going.
Yeah,
and I'm like, dude, it's like 3 a.m. Like,
like,
go to bed.
Like, if I'm chilling, I can have one. If I'm out, I'm out.
So does that mean when you're out to, like, a club/bar? Or just, like, if you go to, like, a local bar and you have a few sitting down talking with friends versus, like, out where there's dancing and music and awkward hookups happening
so when I
in the
say
corner.
out, I mean, like, out with the intention of, like, getting drunk. Like, it's
yeah, if that's your intention, then you have to go through with it.
Yeah, okay, no. So, like, if we were to, like, go out at, like, where we're going this evening, but, like, it's still a Friday night or whatever, so, like, I'm not going to have one or two, because, like, we're going out, so, like, it's not always, like, the bar scene, but, like, if you're going out to, you know, hang out or whatever, then, you know.
I had one more question in mind. What's something that we're gonna brag a little bit? What's something you want to brag about from any part of life? Something you did really good at, or something that went your way? That I'll start if you want.
No. I have something in mind, but
all right.
Okay, I mean sex.
Oh.
I'm just...
Okay. That's where we're going with this.
I mean, it's the first thing that popped into my head. Like, I'm really good. I make sure the ladies are satisfied. You know, my motto is
ladies.
My motto is ladies first. You know, the few who have the misfortune of seeing me naked. You know, so I'll make sure that they're first, and then I'm very good. Nice little humble brag. I've gotten everybody where they need to be. So every girl I've been with, they've had the pleasure of. Yes. Also basketball. I'm a great basketball player. I'm a great basketball player too. Also, I'm a great friend. Like, I go above and beyond for my friends. Which I think it's how it should be.
No, yeah, it should be. I think during our moment of 2 weekends ago that you don't remember happening.
Okay, as you said it, I remember bits and pieces of it, okay? So I know bits and pieces.
Quick side fun story. We won't get into the whole night because that's a whole episode worth of a story.
Sweet mother.
But basically, we had a bar crawl, Halloween themed. We ended up at like 5 different places. And when we were putting the events together, I texted Anchovio about meeting one of his friends, now one of my friends, I guess, at the third place. And I said, this is where we met her. We were at this place. And you were like, we were at this place? And I was like, yes. And we went to 2 more places after. Like, at what point do you not remember what happened?
Okay, also... So I was talking to my friends, like, hey, like, where do we go? And, like, they kept saying, like, we left RW to, like, leave somewhere else. Or, like, go home. I didn't know that was our second time there. I thought that they meant from the first time we went. Like, I didn't know that we went back to Rope. Like, I just didn't know that.
Yeah.
So when they were like, yeah, like we went home. I'm like, we went home kind of early, but that was from our second time. I just didn't know that. That was bananas.
Well, yeah, I think I lost you at that place.
So that was
because we left one place together, and we ended up at 800 number. If you heard
what a night that was.
Yeah, that was a fun night. Interesting night.
Halloween weekend. Woo.
Turn up. I'm pretty good at. I'm secretly good at baseball. People don't realize how good I am.
You look like you're.
I've gotten that on tours. When I give tours, parents were like, "Do you play baseball for school?" And I'm like, "No." And they're like, "You look like you play baseball." And I'm like, "I did for a long time, but I stopped in college. Like, played intramural softball, and like people forgot that I played baseball."
Were you infield?
I was all over.
Okay.
I played center field for a little while, where I dove for everything. Even if I didn't need to, I would just dive.
Oh, God.
Just dive for the ball no matter what. Played first base for a little while. It was Little League, so I was also a pitcher because every kid was a pitcher.
At some point I pitched. I was not good, but
I had a nasty curveball. I didn't get it until my last year though. I didn't get it down, so I didn't have time to do it. But it was nasty. Love that curveball. I caught it for a little while. I caught a kid stealing, and people didn't realize because my team had a definite catcher, he was the starting catcher, quote unquote. And then one day he was just he turned to me and he's like, you know what? I'm just so tired of catching. I just want to do one game where I don't catch. And I turned to him because I was playing first base during the game. I was like, I'll catch this game. I was like, just let the coach know. I was like, keep the lineup the same, but just switch our positions.
Yeah.
So we talked to the coach, and coach was like, hey, if that's what you guys want to do. And then one kid tried to steal, and I nailed him. And the batter literally turned around to me. He was like, that was an awesome throw.
Being a catcher was fun.
I loved catching. Yeah, but one kid got too complicated with his signs. I was like, dude, it's the league. You have 3 pitches. Yeah. He's like, 1's fast, 2 slider, 3 curve. Where's my knuckle curve? And I'm like, what? No, you don't have a knuckle curve ball. And then I gave 2 signs. I was like, I think it was if I touch my pad, that means pick off. I'll give you a sign, but if I touch my knee pad after, pick off. And he never did it. And a few kids stole because of that. I was like, I'm telling you to pick off. I see a big lead, and I'm telling you what to do. But yeah, I'm pretty good at baseball.
I'm gonna say it. I was really good, but then I was really good as a kid, and then I took a year off between 7th and 8th grade. No, sorry, between 6th and 7th grade. So I played my 5th grade year, first year in middle school. I went back 7th grade. I guess I lost it. I wasn't as good. And the kids were a lot older.
Take a year off, yeah.
I was very behind. I was like, this is not for me. I honestly wish I'd stuck with it because it was so much fun.
The only thing that happened with me was Little League and high school had rules that if you pitched a certain amount of innings, you couldn't pitch for high school later that day.
Yeah.
Because high school played after school, Little League was more in the evening, right? The night games. And so, I did golf when I was growing up, but I stopped when I was 11. I started when I was 5 and stopped when I was 11.
Golfer too.
Yeah. But then I got back in high school when I was 14. But there was there was 3 years off, especially golf. It was hard to get back.
Yeah.
Now I'm back. I can shoot okay. I'm not shooting under par, but so I got into it in high school because I was playing baseball for my first 3 years of high school, and I didn't want that conflicting rule. I was like, no, if I'm going to play whatever I can. I'll play golf after school and just go to baseball and not blow out my arm like a few kids did in high school. I was like, yeah, when you play 2 games a day, 4 days a week, what do you think's going to happen? Yeah. So, I kind of wish I stuck. I mean, I did intramurals in college, got back into it. And that was a lot of fun.
Intramural basketball, softball, dodgeball.
Basketball was crazy. I never did it, but I did. What did I do? I did softball just about every time. Did football. Wasn't the best at football, but we had my first semester doing football. We had a really bad quarterback. He thought he was a lot better than he was. He was not good at quarterback. he just wasn't. He got panicked and he threw to the first guy he saw every time. And then we put another guy in, and I actually caught 3 passes on the drive, and then I caught the 2-point conversion. And I was like, yeah, this is what happens when you have a good quarterback and you see open people. Because I was wide open most of the time, and a few other people because we had 4 receivers. I was you looking at one guy the entire time.
Scan the field.
Yeah, I was I know it's in your reels, but you need to be better than this. Unless I did volleyball.
Oh, volleyball's so much fun.
Yeah, we were up 2-0 out of 5 sets, and then we lost 3-2.
Oh no!
And it was ironic because I got recruited by a girl in my building. She was like, "Hey, we need another guy," because it was co-ed. Another guy, can you do this? I was like, "Sure." And then I realized the phys ed majors who did every sport because they're phys ed majors were on it, but I didn't know we had a team because we did softball and footballs with them. And I didn't know we had a team, so I was like, oh, and they were in the bracket. If they won and we won, we would face each other in the finals. But then we both lost. So
we should do adult.
I would love to. I just don't know anybody who.
So a year ago with a certain brand, like the most popular one around here. I did volleyball. It was a ton of fun. Like you just go, you play, and then you go to a bar afterwards. You get like they give you drink tickets.
Yeah,
so it's fantastic.
It's great. Yeah, my friend did softball 2 summers ago, and then she just did skee ball. She wasn't good at softball, so she just did skee ball instead.
Wild difference. Okay.
Yeah, skee ball. I know friends who do like volleyball. They do like kickball and softball, and some go like year round. And so I know a guy who works like in that area. I don't know what he works for. I don't know if it's for the city or if he works for the college he works for, because he tries to explain. I'm like, wait, you're doing this and not that, and
mm-hmm.
So I might have to talk to him and be like, hey, we need a team.
Dude, it's
I would love to. I just like every time my friends post, I'm like, oh, cool, thanks guys. Like,
I mean, we can join a random team.
We can do that too. That's how we make friends. That's how people. That's a grievance. No, I need to tell a quick story, and then this will be my grievance. Next episode, probably, if I remember. Basically, my friend's girlfriend at the time in college worked for Campus Rec. She was a sports management major, worked in Campus Rec. I was a phys ed major and spent a lot of time in the same building, Campus Rec, the gym / athletic building. And one night she went out, and me and her boyfriend were like, are you going out by yourself, like with the girls, or are you going? She was like, no, I'm going out with people from Campus Rec. And I was like, oh, well, we both have off. Like, how come we didn't get the invite? Not to like invite ourselves, but like when she knows we both have off, why didn't we get the invite? You know, like. And she responded. She said, what are you talking about? I'm gonna be like, bitch. Anyway, so she was like, oh, well, I was only going with Campus Rec people, like, and it was just kind of like a Campus Rec thing. I was like, one, I know half the people that work for Campus Rec, so like I wouldn't know people anyway. Two, that's how you make friends, is you invite your other friends out with other friends.
Become friends, and everybody's friends.
And don't just be
a
like
whole network of friends.
Yeah, I was like, oh, these are this group. These are my Campus Rec friends. You guys are my like dorm friends and other people. I'm just like, no, that's not how friends work. Like I had multiple groups of friends, and there was a lot of overlap. Like I was in an acting group. I had my dorm. I had my major. I had random people from my classes who just showed up to party sometimes. And I was like, and that's how people mingle.
Yes.
That's how life works. You can't just say don't come out, especially when I know half the people you're going out with anyway. Like I'm not just tagging along. I'm like, and she's like, no, like it's just a Campus Rec thing. They broke up.
That was funny.
Yeah, they just. Oof. But yeah, I think we're at over an hour. We're at an hour 15. We have places to be, people to do.
Oh, okay, Tim. Woo!
Hey man, you're the one bragging about how good you are.
But it's not even a brag. It's just like it's no way to say, and it doesn't sound braggy.
Well, yeah,
but
that's the point of the question.
It's just like it's just a fact that every girl has been like, yo, like that was good. So
you nuzzled till completion.
Oh, buddy, yes, I did. There's that man. Hell, so far.
It's the jokes about Peter, sometimes I think about, and I'm just like, these are so stupid.
But they're funny.
They're so funny, though. Getting his beak wet.
Yeah.
Took him out for a walk a couple times. Because the same friend lived in the apartment across from where me and her boyfriend were living. So, like, when we'd go and visit her, I'd take Peter out for a walk. What other stuff? His Twitter. He had a Twitter for a little while.
Oh, you did tell me this, yes.
Yeah, that was fun times. My ex getting mad because I thought I was mad. She thought I was mad at her because we were in bed and we just both got into bed, so we like found our positions. I had Peter and I snuck Peter up as she turned around and she ran into him. So she literally took him and like threw him into my closet. Like he helicoptered into my closet. And
That's having cruelty.
I know. And then we were joking one time with my friend's girlfriend. She was like, so, like, where does Peter sleep when, like, you two sleep together? I was like, well, he takes the couch. And I was like, but sometimes he gets helicoptered into the closet. And she was like, whoa. Like, that happened one time. But, yeah. He's my wingman. Through and through. Actually, only that one night. And a couple other nights. He's adorable.
I'm not saying anything, Tim. I'm not saying a word.
Your silence is sketchy.
I'm a sketchy person. What can I say?
Anyway, on that note, it has been me and Anchovio.
Yeah.
The subscription services and others. Let us know. Leave the comments. Do the things. Tell your friends. Share with everyone. Hopefully this file didn't get corrupted. It shouldn't. I fixed the problem. It's been going strong. Alright, until next time.
See ya, suckers.
Wow. Okay. Squad out.